Good evening.
I paint their nails and toes all the time.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the Marion City Council meeting for Thursday, December 19th, 2019, our last meeting of 2019. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. May we have the roll call, please?
Mr. Draper?
Here.
Ms. Atkins? Here. Mr. Jensen?
Here.
Mayor Abu Osley?
Here.
Mr. Sternad?
Here.
Mr. Brandt?
Here.
Ms. Cadelia? Here.
Thank you. At this time, we have a moment of silence. Thank you. Okay, we have several special presentations on our agenda. Before we do that, I have my own presentation to make. I'm doing this while there's a good group of people here. I'm not sure what will happen after the promotions and the oath of office. So I would like Mayor Pro Tem Sternad to please stand and receive this certificate of recognition. Randy has served as Mayor Pro Tem for this past year and done a great job, and I really appreciate what you've done. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And now I will turn it over to the police chief, and I'll be assisting with the oaths of office here. So.
Do you want to talk? You come up here. Good evening. Tonight I've got the distinct pleasure of introducing you to three of the newest members of the Marion Police Department, and I also have the pleasure of announcing some promotions to three deserving officers. Public safety is not an easy profession to be in, and those who enter into it have always been special. They've got a sense of duty, they want to serve their community, and they're willing to lay down their lives for others. With the law enforcement, the way we've been portrayed the last couple of years, we haven't been held in the best light. Some of it's deserved, a lot of it's not, in my opinion. So anybody that comes into this profession now is very special, or crazy, or both. And it's a two-way street. We're very picky about who we allow into the family. So even though these three gentlemen have to prove themselves at the academy and make it through the field training program, just getting to this point is a big accomplishment for them. So I'm going to bring them up. Come on, fellas. They started last week with us. They've been handling administrative matters, and they'll be headed to the academy in January. So they'll graduate in April if they make it through the academy, and that will bring our number to 46 sworn officers. The first one is Riley Shea. Riley's 21 years old. He grew up in Robbins and attended Xavier High School. He's been going to Loris College, and he's just shy of his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Reagan Kerfman. He's 24 years old. He's originally from Quincy, Illinois. He graduated from Quincy High School. He's got an associate's degree in history from John Wood Community College and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Arizona State. He's been in Cedar Rapids since 2015, and he and his wife, Natalie, and their 2-year-old daughter, Autumn, live here in Marion. Terrence Renitz, 26 years old and grew up in Monticello. He's a graduate of the Monticello High School and attended Kirkwood College. He and his fiancee, Frankie, live in Cedar Rapids with their 2 dogs.
Okay. What I'd like to do is call you up one by one to take the oath of office, and then if you have family here who would like to take pictures with you, they're welcome to. We'll take a few moments to do that if you'd like that, okay? We'll start with Riley. Repeat after me. I, Riley Shea. Do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the ordinances of the City of Marion, Iowa.
and the ordinance,
I will faithfully and impartially,
and I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
in the City of Marion, Iowa,
in the City of Marion, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
All right, move aside.
Parents. After me, I, Terrence Renitz,
I, Terrence Renitz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the ordinances of the City of Marion, Iowa,
and the ordinances of the city,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
in the City of Marion, Iowa,
in the City of Marion, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
All right.
Gee, guys.
Reagan. Repeat after me. I, Reagan Kerfman,
I, Reagan Kerfman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa
and the ordinances of the City of Marion, Iowa,
and the ordinance,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a police officer
discharge all the duties of a police officer
in the City of Marion, Iowa,
in the City of Marion,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Yes, all of you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anybody else want to take pictures while they're up? Yeah, you want to step in there and get one?
Put me next to the tall guy.
They're all tall, Nick.
Stand up.
You guys want to come up? Chad, you want to come up? So we're kind of stacking the deck for that new police fire basketball league we're starting. So
Evidently.
we're starting early. So now that you've met the three young, fresh-faced new guys, let me introduce you to their opposites, the experienced guys. I've been with the department for a couple of months, and there's been a lot to learn, and I've kind of been drinking from the fire hose. I know I've been running around quite a bit, but while I've been doing that, I've also been kind of sitting back and watching for certain things. And the things I'm looking for in particular, officers, who are the officers consistently going to for advice and when they have a question? Who's consistently raising their hand when we have a new task or job that comes along? Who sees something that needs to be done and just does it without being asked? Who isn't afraid to throw out ideas or their opinion or tell me I'm wrong? Who takes the time to patiently explain something new or something to those pesky new guys that we have? And lastly, who demonstrates a genuine concern for the people working with the department and for the community? And we've got a lot of that within the police department, but I can tell you that the three men here jumped out at me. So I was happy to promote them to the positions that they're in now. They've earned it. Chad Knott is the new deputy chief. Chad's been with the department for 23 years. He's worked in patrol and investigations. He was the acting chief for a while. He's been the acting deputy chief. I've relied on him heavily, and I'm happy to be able to promote him to his new position. So thank you. John Chipman. John was promoted from sergeant to lieutenant. John's been with the department for 22 years. He spent the majority of his time in uniform patrol, but he spent a lot of years on our SRT team. He's very well respected within the department amongst the rank and file guys, and I'm happy to bring him to the command staff. He's going to be operating on the day shift. Thanks, Joe. Mark Chermo, the one guy that's got more hair than I do. I know everybody thought that was kind of what I was leaning towards on the promotions. Mark's going from corporal to sergeant. He's been around the department for 20 years. He's worked in several capacities. Another one of those guys that I could see the guys on the afternoon shift. He was the person that they were leaning on as well as the sergeant, so it was a natural fit to promote him. So I'm happy to have him on board. So please join me in congratulating all three. Yeah.
Picture time. Bring them up.
Cuff the mayor.
Okay, congratulations to everyone. Those are always really nice occasions to have. Next, we have a public forum on the agenda for anyone who is here to address the council on any topic that is listed on the agenda but not associated with a public hearing. If there's anyone to address the council on any such topic, please come forward. Okay. Seeing that there's no one coming forward, we'll proceed with the consent agenda.
So, Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda as follows: items A1 through F2, resolutions 28159 through 28174.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda as presented, including items A1 through F2, resolutions 28159 through 28174. Is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. The motion is approved.
Mayor, I make a motion to direct staff to draft a memorandum of understanding with Mojo Properties, LLC, regarding tax increment financing incentives.
Second.
Okay, I will turn over the gavel to the Mayor Pro Tem.
Yep.
Thank you.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the motion to direct staff to draft a memorandum of understanding for the Mojo Properties LLC regarding tax increment financing incentives. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion to direct staff, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. The motion passes. Thank you.
Please mark me as an abstention on that. Thank you.
At this time, Mayor, I would move to approve Resolution Number 28175, settling date for public hearing for Urban Renewal Plan Amendment for Central Corridor Urban Renewal Area.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve Resolution Number 28175, setting a date for the public hearing on Urban Renewal Plan Amendment for Central Corridor Urban Renewal Area. Discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. The motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve ordinance number 19-27, amending Chapter 55 of the Marion Code of Ordinances relating to animal protection and control. That's the initial consideration.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve ordinance number 19-27, amending Chapter 55 of the Marion Code of Ordinances relating to animal protection and control. Initial consideration. Discussion. Okay. All those in favor of ordinance number, or resolution, no, I'm sorry, ordinance number 19-27, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion is approved.
Your Honor, I make a motion to receive, file, and discuss correspondence regarding the partial reimbursement of funds from 2006 City Hall construction. This is from the Marion Water Department.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to receive, file, and discuss correspondence regarding partial reimbursement of funds from the 2006 City Hall construction. Just to recap, that we did discuss this on Tuesday, but it's a request by the Water Department for reimbursement of funds that they contributed to the construction of City Hall, a portion of the funds, as they are going to be relocating out of City Hall. So, any discussion on that? All those in favor of the motion to receive, file, and discuss the correspondence, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to direct staff to proceed with negotiations with Marion Water Department regarding reimbursement schedule for $150,000.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to direct staff to proceed with the negotiations with Marion Water Department regarding the reimbursement schedule for $150,000. Discussion. Okay. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28176, approving purchase of network equipment with CDW government in the amount of $41,700.
Second?
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28176, approving the purchase of network equipment from CDW government in the amount of $41,700. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor of resolution number 28176, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve Resolution Number 28177, approving matching funds for Marion Leadership in Action, MLIA, Holiday Light Project in an amount not to exceed $10,000 to be included in the fiscal year 2020 to 2021 budget.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28177, approving the matching funds for the Marion Leadership in Action Holiday Light fundraising project in an amount not to exceed $10,000 to be included in the 2020-2021 budget. And I think that didn't come out clearly in our discussion on Tuesday, but it's clear now that that's the budget year that's involved. So, any discussion on that? All right. All those in favor of resolution number 28177, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28178, approving the purchase of replacement parts from Vermeer Incorporated in the amount of $76,716.94.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28178, approving the purchase of replacement parts from Vermeer Incorporated in the amount of $76,716.94. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor of the resolution number 28178, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion's approved.
Your Honor, I move to approve the project calendar for the mechanical systems package associated with the public service maintenance facility as follows, and this includes resolutions 28179 through 28181.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve to approve the project calendar for the mechanical systems package associated with the construction of the public service maintenance facility, which includes resolutions 28179 through 28181. Discussion. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve project calendar for the fire suppression systems package associated with the public service maintenance facility, resolutions 28182 through 28184.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the project calendar associated with the fire suppression systems package for the construction of the public service maintenance facility, including resolutions 28182, 28183, and 28184. Discussion. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28185, approving the purchase of liquid de-icers in the amount of $19,075 from G Asphalt Systems, Inc.
Moved by Councilmember Jensen, seconded by Councilmember Draper. To approve resolution number 28185, approving the purchase of liquid de-icers in the amount of $19,075 from G Asphalt Systems, Inc. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to discuss and concur with the Marion Park recommendation to name future park ground located south of 29th Avenue, east of Greenway Court, and west of 50th Street, Prairie Hill Park.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to discuss and concur with the Marion Park Board recommendation to name future park ground located south of 29th Avenue, east of Greenway Court, and west of 50th Street as Prairie Hill Park. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution 28186, authorizing a funding application to the Corridor Metropolitan Planning Organization for surface transportation block grant funds in the amount of $3,173,000 and committing to provide local matching funding for the Marion Boulevard 7th Avenue, 10th Avenue project in Marion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28186, authorizing funding application to the Corridor Metropolitan Planning Organization for surface transportation block grant funds in the amount of $3,173,000 and committing to provide local matching funds for the Marion Boulevard 7th Avenue, 10th Avenue project. The matching, these funds are 80%, is that correct? Or?
That's correct. So we have to say that we're going to, that if they give us 80%, we have to contribute 20% towards it.
Yeah, so the matching portion is 20%.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 28186, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion is approved.
Your Honor, I move to approve resolution number 28187, accepting Hunter Ridge North First Edition to the City of Marion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28187, accepting Hunters Ridge North First Edition to the City of Marion. Is it Hunter singular or plural? Just curious. Is that a typo?
I believe that's how it's.
It's
how the
Hunter,
subdivision-
Hunter Ridge, okay. Discussion. All those in favor of resolution number 28187, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Okay, the motion's approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28188, accepting Gemstone Estates 5th edition to the city of Marion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28188, accepting Gemstone Estates 5th edition to the city of Marion. Discussion? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The motion's approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28189, accepting deed from City of Cedar Rapids for Twixtown Road right-of-way adjacent to Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28189, accepting the deed from the city of Cedar Rapids for Twixtown Road right-of-way adjacent to Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor of resolution 28189, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. The motion is approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28190, rescinding resolution number 27178, establishing public access easement through the Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28190, rescinding former resolution 27178, establishing public access easement through the Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road. Did we resolve the questions from Tuesday night on liability and all this related to this easement?
Yes, Your Honor. So I staffed this with Ms. Bullerman before coming in this evening. Originally, I think it was her intention to provide a memorandum, but in discussing it, we realized that would really be overkill for this issue. A public access, public access easement doesn't create the same property rights as a right-of-way. There are public access easements that the city has all over town. We don't own the property. It doesn't create any liability. It's not a dedication of a city street to the city, so we don't have any duty to maintain it. It's literally just the ability for necessary city vehicles, such as emergency vehicles, to be able to cross the property and access it. So this doesn't in any way create any additional liability on the part of the city.
Okay. Any questions, further concerns people have? Discussion?
Nope.
You ready to vote on it? Okay. All those in favor of resolution number 28190, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Okay, the motion's approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28191, approving public access easement through Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road.
Second.
It was moved by Councilmember Brandt, seconded by Councilmember Draper, to approve resolution number 28191, approving public access easement through the Collins Road Square located at 1392 Twixtown Road. This is the relocated public access easement. Discussion? Okay, all those in favor of resolution number 28191, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. Motion's approved.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 28192, approving construction manager contract with Bush Construction regarding the library project.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 28192, approving construction manager contract with Bush Construction regarding the library project. Discussion. All those in favor of resolution number 28192, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion is approved. At this time, we have a public forum, which is time set aside for people to, from the public to address the council on any topic that was not on the agenda. This is a time to come forward if you have anything to address the council with regard to. Please come forward at this time. Okay, I don't see anyone coming forward, so we will close that portion of the meeting and move on to council comments. We'll start with Councilmember Draper.
Awake, I'm awake. You'll all be happy to know that hopefully you get glasses I can see with and read next week. It's been difficult for me to do things like get through Oxley's book and a few things like that. But so I go from memory a lot, and I couldn't help but to remember tonight with all the policemen here that when we had 6, and the police station was on the corner of 6th and over here, and when we tore it down historically, the oldest continually operated public building west of the Mississippi, I've been told. So it had been there a long time. They put that building there to operate as a jail, a police station, and the former fire chief lived upstairs. Chief Ford, who was the police chief, lived in the building. So Chief Ford, we've always kidded that can't expect much out of a fireman that was raised in a police station, you know. But the interesting thing is they only had to dig. Marion was known as a spring city because we had all the spring water. And they went down 16 feet by hand to put a well in over there for water for the police department and the city hall. Very, very little work for it. The corner up here in the park had a well and horse troughs that they'd pump water into so the horses had a place to go. But I have one story about the police department, and I recently, one of my things that I wanted to remember, and if the policemen are all gone, I have this little black Corvette. Well, I have a bigger one than that, and I have 16 years in a row now driven it over 100 miles an hour, and I found out a place I could do that if sometimes I'd still have a key to Hawkeye Downs, so it's there. Other nights at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's on County Home Road, so Chief, catch me if you can. And that was one of the things when I told him I had a bucket list that I wanted to continue to do. So as long as I can, that Corvette's going to go over 100 miles an hour. Keep in mind, it doesn't take it very long to get there. But police department is just great what's happened there. You know, we've gone from a 3-wheel Harley Davidson that we used to mark traffic with out on the uptown. Steve was.
I remember those.
And I'd love to have a 2-wheeler as part of our police protection in this town. But we did have the 2-wheeler. We had Don Turner and Joe Newhouse, and they had a lot of arrests to make because we'd have a lot of rail riders on the railroad. As they came through here, they would get off, and so the police department had an active time in those days. I'm sorry to bore you, but that's all I have there.
Thank you.
Nothing.
So obviously, we've all been talking a lot about the loss of one of our all-time favorite coaches with Hayden Fry. But one of the things that he was well known for was the pink visitors locker room. And as we talk about the old police stations, I do recall that the police station before the one you're in now had pink on the walls in the jails for exactly the same purpose. Huh?
How do you know that?
Tour. I was a tourist. Anyway, So anyway, I thought of that psychology of using the pink to pacify the people. But this afternoon at noon, Randy, Nick, and I were all out at Hunter's Ridge at the clubhouse serving lunch for the Encore Cafe. And they had a record crowd out there of 155.
Wow.
And so, of course, they knew based on the reservations and our anticipated reservations that was too many for the library or too many at Lau Park because this is a special holiday lunch. So they held it out at Hunter's Ridge and basically maxed that out. So I'm not sure what they're thinking about next year on where we can hold a really large crowd, but they're already thinking about it. But that was a really, really fun event and saw a lot of good people. So anyway, beyond that, just wish you all happy holidays.
Thank you.
All I have is just to wish everyone a safe and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well. Thank you.
That's all I was going to say is happy holidays to everyone, staff, everyone in attendance, and everyone up here on council. Hope you have a great holiday season.
Okay, couple things. Colette and I worked the council hours a couple weeks ago at the library, and we got some really good feedback from a regular who will remain unnamed, but who just talked about perhaps, and I spoke with the city manager about this, about putting out how to address the public out in the hall before they come in, because they said for people who have never come in, it can be intimidating. So hopefully we'll be able to find a way to do that and maybe highlight the two parts of the agenda out there so they can see and put the golden slips, because it's always nice to hear from the public, for better or for worse. And so I would encourage that and hope in the new year we have more participation and activity. And then the second thing I just wanted to mention, I wanted to apologize in advance. I'm going to be having a lot of travel in January, and I will miss the State of the City and the Friday CIP meeting. I will be here for the budget meeting, but to the degree that I can have any homework to take with me to look at or sit in on pre-meetings, knowing that they're pre-meetings, I'd be happy to try to do that because we have a lot of exciting and important stuff going on. 2019 was a huge year for the city. I look forward to 2020 and hate to miss some of that, but certainly want to do my homework and hit the ground running when I get back. Otherwise, happy holidays to everyone. Happy Festivus, Merry Festivus, and that's all I got.
Thank you. For my part, I would like to thank everyone, our city council, city staff, for a really great year. Worked really hard this year. We accomplished a lot of things. We saw things that we've been waiting on for a long time actually finally take place, and it's been a great year. And I'm excited about this coming year to see what we can get accomplished for our city and for the people who live here, and for their to serve them well and to provide them with a great quality of life. So I just want to thank everybody. I know sometimes we get so busy and we don't take the time to just reflect, and I think we've had a great year, and I appreciate my colleagues up here every day. I truly believe that we have the best council around, and I say that all over the corridor, so I'm not shy to say it here. I tell that to everyone. I think we have a great city council, very thoughtful people who are smart and hardworking and do their homework and ask all the right questions and really care about doing what's right for the city at large and for the residents here. So thank you. Since the last meeting, we had Christmas in the park, which was another great success. It's always amazing to me on a cold night in December how many people, several thousand people, come out to partake in that activity and to ride the carriage rides and see Santa and see the lighting of the tree and then go through all the shops with the Peppermint Walk. So another great community event. Thanks to everyone who played a part in that. Last week I had the opportunity to address the Woodlands Symposium that the Trees Forever sponsors, and that was a record crowd on behalf of the city, and to share what we're doing here in terms of providing people with more access to interaction with nature and the outdoors, and use and to create a great opportunities for people in that regard. I also, on that same day, right before that, was at Sunrise Rotary, also sharing with them all the great things that Marion is doing. Granger House had their holiday open house on Sunday. They do have a fundraiser going on to replace that roof. And so it's important, I think, for everybody to know that and to participate if they can to help them raise the money to replace that roof. It's a $30,000 project. And that house is the only one in Lynn County from that era of a ordinary, family home that is preserved so that we can all be able to see how a family from that time period lived in the mid-1800s. So if people are so inclined, I encourage people to help them with that fundraising effort. Steve already mentioned Encore Cafe today, and I still believe that's one of the best things we've ever done from a community basis in terms of serving people's needs. That project, just walking around the tables today, and just almost these guys served, and I got to walk around and just chat with people, and almost every table, people said, we love the opportunity to interact. These are seniors. One lady said, the 2 meals that I come to at Encore Cafe every week are the 2 significant meals that I have every week that I feel like are healthy, well-balanced meals. It's really heartwarming to see that, to know that these people need that kind of interaction and the well-balanced meal, and they come out and it's provided to them on a donation basis. And so thank you to everyone for supporting that. I think we're unique in that as a city, we're participating by offering our facilities and allowing that to take place. So thank you to the Parks Department and the library for offering the facilities and for cooperating and collaborating on that. It's been a tremendously successful project. The director of the program told me that since March, the attendance has increased by 150% since March. I think May would have been their 1-year anniversary. I think in May they had served 10,000 meals. State of the City is coming up, so please put that on your calendars for the 23rd of January. And the reservations are currently live on the website of the League of Women Voters, and people are not required to buy the lunch. There will be chairs in the back for people who want to just attend and hear. It's always a great recap of what happened in the last year and what's coming up and what we're looking forward to as a city. Love to see everyone there. This is the last meeting of the year, and in the next meeting, the first meeting of January, we will have the oath of office ceremony for the 4 members who are commencing new terms. We will have a couple judges here to administer the oath of office, and should be a nice ceremony, so we encourage everyone to attend. And one last thing is with a new roundabout that we're going to be building, I wonder if we've had enough time to have some data and some, there's still questions out there that we're being asked about roundabouts and, if they're really worthwhile. And it'd be nice, I don't know if we have some statistics now about how we're doing in terms of the former intersections that are now roundabouts are, what the figures are in terms of accidents, injuries, those kinds of things. I don't know if everybody else would support that, but I know it'd be nice to have local data. We refer a lot to Department of Transportation studies and those things and national studies. It'd be nice to know on a local basis, really, what have we seen in terms of improved safety, and if it's possible to put that together at some point, I know I'd like to see that. Other than that, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If you celebrate a different holiday, happy holiday. And we will see everyone in the new year. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Welcome to all our guests. Thanks for being here.